It makes a difference, right? So you have a whole tobacco leaf, looks like that. You cut the vein out. The vein, it's got a lot of ammonia in it, actually. Naturally, don't worry, it's not just a leaf, right? But you cut the vein out and you throw it away, and that gives you two sides, left side, right side. Each one has to be made into a cigar. Usually, though, if you're right side dominant, it's easier to roll right to left. So that's why you'll be right side leaves. So this is your leaf. If you look at it, one side is veiny and ugly, that's this side. One side is smooth and brown, that's this side. So you want the smooth brown on the outside, you want the ugly vein on the inside. So you start it like this. And then we're going to cut it. We're going to cut the top, we're going to cut the bottom, and make it into like a curved elliptical eyebrow shape, or whatever you think it looks like. It's going to look like the Nike swoosh logo, maybe, or a rainbow, or a payphone receiver, or a banana, or an island of Cuba. Just point it, make it look like what I'm going to make here. Okay? These aren't super sharp knives either, so you're just going to use it to press the tobacco. On the bottom, the vein's going to be a little bit thicker, so just give it some elbow grease here, guys. Just like that. See that? And then on the top, just like this. See? Well, it's like Groucho Marx eyebrows, but whatever. Close enough. That's what we're rolling with, okay? So then you pop your mold open, and your cigars are already made. What the heck? Why don't we make you guys do this? So that's the hard part of explaining. Hey, Daimatis. ¿Tiene tripa? Yeah, that's the hardest part of making cigar. You take the leaves, you roll them up in a little tube,
Oh, wow.
you have to pack in your hand until you have enough tobacco to make the cigar. And if you do a smidge too much, the cigar's too tight to smoke. You can't smoke. You ruin the cigar. And if you don't blend the right amount of tobaccos, it'll be too hard or too boring. So usually this takes about 8 or 9 months of training. That's why they don't give it to you in the class. I don't want to. You ever done like pottery for a date night? Yeah. You try to look real slick. I'm gonna make a mug, and you try to raise the wall, and flop all over the wheel, and you ruin your pottery. Maybe. All right, get him on the. Anyway, speaking from my experience, so yeah, that's basically what this is. It's like a pottery, right? So instead, take it out and focus on wrappers, flags, and caps. It's already got the shape of the cigar. So when you smoke a cigar, where's the fire go, guys? This side or this side? This side, right? So that's how you start rolling too. You start it on a vein, fold it over, make sure the foot's covered. Do you see that, guys? And then stretch and roll. You can get closer, I promise. I put on deodorant. So yeah, so look at the veins here. You want to pull them kind of taut as you roll. If you don't, Angel's going to make fun of you. He'll call your cigar a mojoncito, which means little turd in Spanish. Don't let him call it a mojoncito. Pull your veins tight. Make it look smooth. Make it look pretty, like that. And roll all the way through until you've covered your cigar. Smooth, pretty, brown. That's what you want. When you're almost done, use this glue. This stuff's made out of potato starch and water. Just dab a little bit on the top there and roll through. Does that click with everybody so far? It's not rocket science, but it's also not, second grade arts and crafts. So we'll find the happy medium. You will have extra tobacco on top. That's okay. That's expected. This stuff's called the flag because it looks like a flag. Yep. Have you ever done any plumbing at home? Like put in a new sink or a new toilet? You got to take the hose and wrap it in Teflon, right? So the water doesn't leak out. This is like Teflon, okay? You get the glue, you get the leaf here, and you just, on both sides, you glue it and you wrap it around the head of the cigar, just like that. And you try not to rip it. But if you do, it's okay. It's better to give it this little do-rag or whatever on top of the cigar, because if you don't, your cigar, when you cut it, will fall apart. Or it'll more easily fall apart. So they call this a double cap in the Dominican Republic. That's what Fuente actually does on a lot of their cigars. And Ashton by default, because they're made by Fuente. And Art's Diamond Crown cigars, because they're also made by Fuente. Just twist around the top, and then twist the end into a ponytail, and cut that off, just like this. Oops. If there's any left over, you want to push it in and make it flat. You ever go to Miami? That's why all the Cuban guys have long pinky nails to the top of their cigar. They push in the top like that. And then sometimes if that's not enough, you'll hit it just like that. The point is it'll be svelte, okay? And then you're going to put the cap on there. Cap's super easy. Remember we cut this out earlier? When we cut Groucho Marx's eyebrow? You're going to put some glue down right there between the veins, and you're going to cut your cap out of this leaf. But don't stamp it. That won't work. You kind of roll it, and then hopefully it doesn't stick or do that. What happened there? Good thing is it's very easy to work with tobacco. Come here, you son of a gun. You just take this guy, you stick him right on the back of your cigar, and voila, you've got a fine handmade cigar. So it's kind of like when you go outside for the winter, you gotta have a coat, you gotta have a scarf, you gotta have a cap. That's exactly what we made here. So make sure you do those 3 parts to your cigar, make sure it looks attractive, and then you put it in the guillotine right here, and you cut the end off, you know? Put it in there, snip the end off, and put it into your box. And you're gonna do that 99 more times, and once you go home to see your family. No, I'm just kidding, you just gotta do it 5. October. So, I believe in you all. Cool. Well, thanks for visiting. You know, the company.
Wow, thank you.
Mr. McManus.